Welcome back, players and collectors, to my channel. Today, we're going to talk about something that's been a little bit of a hot topic this entire year, and that is Pokemon content creation. Over the last couple years, content for Pokemon TCG has changed dramatically, and it's no longer the same game that it used to be, especially like when I started 4 years ago, and for a lot of people, even last year, it's changed a lot. I see a lot of new people coming into the game, and they're wanting to just rip cards open and showcase product, and there's nothing wrong with that. I just want to put that out there first. There's nothing wrong with that at all. I still do it. A lot of other people still do it. We just don't make it the focus of our content. And one of the big reasons for it is the oversaturation of content and content creators now on the platform, which is something a lot of PokeTubers have already talked about at large. And it's a telling sign when the big PokeTubers who've been really known to do card openings are kind of falling back on views right now. It kind of tells you that there's been a massive shift in what people are consuming content creation wise. And a good example of this is Leonhardt. I'm going to put a little graph on here. As of 2 weeks ago, he posted a video opening the new $400 Pokemon Classic box set that had all the reprints of the original Pokemon base set cards, you know, and that special foil and all that. $400 box. 2 years ago, there would have been, you know, hundreds of thousands of views on this because it's something that not very many people can get due to its price. And that's just what people wanted to see, you know, a couple years ago. This video 2 weeks ago, however, has amassed 84,000 views, which is still a large number of views. Don't get me wrong. That's still a really good number to have. You know, any one of us would love to have that for viewers. But then if you look 2 years ago on a much more simple opening, a Battle Styles booster box opening, he amassed 413,000 views. That's a world of a difference. Now, I know people are going to be down there saying, hey, that was 2 years ago. There was a lot of time for views to accumulate. But I have a strong suspicion that 300,000 views did not come over the span of 2 years. Most of those were probably relatively close to when the actual video posted. Who's going back to watch a Battle Styles booster box, you know, 2 years later? Another really good example of this is Real Breaking Nate, another fantastic PokeTuber who specializes in card openings and creates a lot of solid content. 2 weeks ago, he had a video 48 hours to collect every Pokemon card, and that amassed 148,000 views. Again, a fantastic number to hit for most people, but when you compare it to 2 years ago, when he did a really cool video on Is This Gold Card Real?, talking about one of the tag team cards, 1.6 million views. Again, same concept. There is likely some views that have accumulated just over the span of 2 years, but most of those came initially within, I would say, the first month or two of that video going live. There's been a massive shift in what people consume content creation-wise on YouTube, and Pokemon card openings just aren't it anymore. Now, with the hobby sort of correcting itself and kind of going back to a collector play and player base mentality, not really so much on the investing piece, maybe we shift back a little bit more towards card openings, but I don't think it's ever going to really shift back to how it was even 2 years ago. Now, with that being said, doesn't mean content creators, if you're a new content creator or if you've been around for a little while like I have, does not mean you can't make card opening content or that you should stop making content. Honestly, I would argue that the world of content creation when it comes to Pokemon is wide open to you. And we know that people are looking for that type of stuff. They're looking for something unique, something creative, something informative, or just something that's really fun, edgy, catches your attention quick. Some really good examples of that. Obviously, you still have the big content creators like Real Breaking Nate, Leonhardt, Ando, PokeRev. They're doing just exciting Pokemon card opening content, but you have some really different types of card opening content, going to certain places and opening them up. Real Breaking Nate does the, hey, let's go find hidden Pokemon cards somewhere. You know, Rev just does everything. And, you know, people love that type of stuff. But then you have content creators like Cool Trainer Ryan and Pokevault, you know, they just bring energy, they bring excitement, and people just gravitate towards that, and then they latch onto that energy. It's a good way to get going. Or you could bring something informative to the table that's just going to bring information or some kind of drama, some news, something out there that people are going to gravitate towards and latch onto, you know, like Opossum Bud or Rattle, where they do this, you know, detective style work, or do something like what I'm doing right now, just kind of finding hot topics and talking about them with the community and getting engagement and feedback from the community, because that's always a good way to go get your community engaged with you. I love the Pokemon community here. I love the trading card community. And I hate to see, you know, in 2023, since we're close to the end of 2023 now, I hate to see how many of these awesome PokeTubers and content creators have kind of just called it quits and walked away, just due to them not being able to adapt to the shift and the change in what people are wanting, but also just, you know, maybe getting bored or falling away from the hobby or something. And then there's also a lot of people that are talking about creating content, you know, becoming new content creators, but not really sure where to go. And you know, we want to see this hobby expand and just grow. We want to see some real, you know, collector player base type of things going. That's another area that's wide open as well, is player base. There's a lot of people out there that are already talking deck techs and doing gameplay and stuff, but it's not nearly like how the Pokemon card opening content and community has been. So, I mean, there's a lot you can work with here. So if you are a content creator that has been around for a little bit and you're really not sure what to do, just dig deep, find something creative and unique, look at what's going on around you, make news style videos. Hey, this new set's coming up. Let's talk about it. Let's do podcast style stuff. Or, you know, like if you're a player of the game and you enjoy it, do some live streams, just playing the game, talk about decks and maybe possible meta shifts. You know, people buy into that. They want to see that kind of content. That's the content they want to devour. So bring it to the table. Just know that when everything kind of starts to shift again, you got to be able to adapt and to change. That's how all these guys that are getting big off of content creation, they didn't just wake up one day and explode. It's been a build. It's been a grind. It's been hard work, but it's been adaptation and changing to the ebbs and flows of what people are consuming on YouTube or on social media for that matter. That's really all I wanted to bring to you guys today. A pretty short video. You know, just content creation has been a topic at large a lot lately, and wanted to give some people out there some hope that it's not dying off. You can still do it, but just know that things have changed and they're going to continue to change. And if you want to be successful, you got to just adapt with it. Have some fun with it, but be willing to put in some hard work as well. And you may just be the next one to blow up. That's all I have, though. Thank you so much for hanging out with me and watching. We'll see you guys in the next video.